Hello all, it's John Mansell, exboozehound. Hope you're well. This is a bit of an odd one. I'm going to make quite a bold claim shortly. It may seem to some people as madness rather than boldness, but here we go. Life is like a game of Jenga. Now, I've never actually played Jenga, but I'm aware of the premise of the game. In fact, many years ago, people were playing giant Jenga down when we used to knock around Halzone Cricket Club, and I was accused of being a miserable bastard for not getting involved. And I said to this particular individual, I don't know whether he'll remember whether he said this, I said, yeah, it's all very well doing it that, but you got once it all falls over, you got to pick up the pieces, haven't you? And I can't be asked to be doing that. And called me a miserable bastard, and then the game carried on, and it all fell over. And he turned around to me and said, "You're exactly right, John. It's fucking annoying, this bit, isn't it? Apologies for the swearing." And I'm not just saying that life for mentally ill people, or people with mental ill health, or people with mental well-being issues, and those three things are different. I won't bang on about that at the moment. Stay off my soapbox. But I think in general, life is like Jenga for everybody, you know, and it may be a bit, you know, perhaps people with mental ill health play extreme Jenga. I don't know. This probably doesn't make an awful lot of sense. But this is why I see it as life being like a game of Jenga. So, it obviously starts off with a big block of blocks, and away you go. And you take one block out and you put it to the top, and then you take another block out and you put it to the top. Inevitably, sooner or later, that whole pile of Jenga blocks is going to come crashing down. And that's like life in general. You know, there's always something around the corner that's going to knock you off balance. And you know, maybe that's the difference between people with mental ill health and people without mental ill health. Without mental ill health, you may just get knocked off balance. With mental ill health, you collapse completely and scatter across the ground. But if you sit still in life in general, you go backwards. Because if you're not bringing new things into your life, if you're not trying new things, if you're not, you know, taking a few gambles, taking a few risks, then you're moving backwards, aren't you? You're not adding to your life. And this is where, with the mental ill health, I see Jenga as a great metaphor for it, because in a game of Jenga you've got so many blocks, and again, inevitably it's going to fall over sooner or later. But if you're a bit crafty and you buy 2 games of Jenga, what you can do is you can use those other blocks to reinforce the gaps that have been made already. So you're adding things. So ultimately, inevitably, it will fall over in the end. But that's what life with mental ill health is like. You know, it's you know, I speak to people who I mean, they have horrendous days every day of their life. I don't think there's a day in my life where I don't have to deal with a mental health issue or something going on, but that's just the way it is, you know. But the important thing is, because I've worked hard with working on myself and speaking with other people, I've got more chance of finding those extra little blocks to keep myself standing for longer, because I've worked at it. And here's the thing, you know, it's like any illness. Mental ill health is not going to get any better unless you try those things that you need to move forward. You know, it doesn't matter whether it's a physical injury or a mental injury. You know, you have to do stuff. You have to rest, you have to recuperate, you have to build back up slowly. You know, whether you injure yourself in the gym or whether you have a bit of an episode with your mental ill health, it's exactly the same. You have to build back up slowly. And for me, I've got this game of Jenga, but I'm a sneaky git, so I've got another game of Jenga alongside. So when it gets a bit unstable, I'll use some of these other blocks from the cheating game and move forward. But in order to earn those blocks and gain those blocks, you have to do different things. So go to the gym, been to the gym today, boom, there's another block for me. Doing this vlog, boom, that'll be a positive for me, and it'll give me another block. I spoke to somebody earlier about some of their issues, and you know, it's I always feel great if I can help someone out. Boom, there's another block. I don't know why I'm saying boom, but I'm going to go with it because it feels quite good. You know, I was feeling pretty shitty middle of this week because I haven't been to the gym for a couple of weeks because I've done my back in, but I've been back to the gym, and you know, already I'm feeling more uplifted. Medication, boom, there's a boom, there's another block. You know, that's all it is. It's another block in the game of Jenga to build yourself up and give you more of a chance. Asking for help, boom, there's another block. You know, again, a lot of the time you can ask for help, and it doesn't have to be anything, you know, scientific or anything medical, or it may just be a quick conversation or a laugh with somebody. I remember years ago, and I was walking down Halzone, and I was nigh on suicidal. I was really struggling, and there was this tiny little kid in a pram, and as I walked past them, she just went, "Hello!" and it just made me smile. Boom, there was another block. You know, you have to notice these things around you and pick things up, little sayings and little memes and things like that, like one I got from Batman the other day. Why do we fall down? So we can learn to pick up the pieces, or learn to pick ourselves back up. Boom, there's another block. You know, you build these things. You know, you cannot move forward with life in general without earning extra things into your life to make things better, maybe make things more comfortable. You know, you just have to keep moving forward, and something I've been banging on about for ages now, and I'm more and more banging on about it now, and I'm even annoying myself, is this self-resilience that you have to have within yourself to continue moving forward with your recovery. So I started feeling a bit down, and so I rested, then I picked myself up, then I got back to the gym. So I've avoided another episode or another crisis moment because I've kept a monitoring eye on my situation. I know different things that I can try, and I try them. You know, there's a thing, a saying that I created years ago, and it is, in order to move forward with our recovery, we have to own our own illness, and more importantly, we have to own our own recovery. Nobody's going to fix you. Nobody's going to make life better. Nobody's going to click the fingers and all will be okay. You've got to put some effort in, and that effort is really, really hard at times. But if I hadn't put all that effort I've put in for a number of years, I would be in crisis all the time. You know, I have to keep moving forward, and so do you. I'm going to keep this below 10 minutes. So yeah, games like a game. Life is like a game of Jenga, whether you've got mental ill health or whether you haven't. You have to go out there and earn other blocks. Cheating, I know that is, but earn other blocks to build it up. I don't know if this makes any sense now, but anyway, I'm gonna post it. who cares? Enjoy the good and ride out the bad, and I'll catch you soon. Ta-ra.